Before we start, a quick disclaimer. Everything demonstrated in this video is strictly for educational purposes, to show you how to protect yourself. All demonstrations are performed in a controlled lab environment on our own testing devices. We never target real users, and using this knowledge to gain unauthorized access to actual people or systems is strictly illegal and unethical.
In this video, I'll demonstrate how to quickly find rogue access points based off of signal strength using inSSIDer. For the typical use, inSSIDer is used on a laptop with a USB Wi-Fi dongle in monitor mode, and you walk around monitoring the signal strength shown by inSSIDer. I'm recording on a fixed desktop computer, which does also have value with inSSIDer because anything within close proximity will show up with a stronger signal strength. inSSIDer is also good for checking signal strength with a greater degree of accuracy. And it's good for looking for open channels that are less utilized if you're looking for a better signal for your own access points. So I've run inSSIDer. Now inSSIDer requires an account, a MetaGeek account, the makers of inSSIDer, but the account is free. And once you set it up, configure it, and sign into inSSIDer, it will load up and give you your signal strength. If you don't have a Wi-Fi adapter, a wireless LAN card that you can use to scan with, you can get a cheap USB one. And if it's supported by your computer, then you shouldn't have any trouble. Now I'm running Windows through a virtual machine, so there are some display refresh issues here in inSSIDer, some text fragments that look a bit strange, but I'm looking at the signal strength of these devices. HAL 2400 is running inside of my room. So you can see it has a very strong signal strength compared to the rest. So anything in green is fairly decent. I could connect to if I had access without too much trouble. Anything in the orange, then I'm running into errors and packet loss and things that are farther away. So we can get a sense of how close in physical proximity these access points are just based on the signal strength. Now, there could be situations where a signal is closer or an access point is closer, but the signal is weaker if it's through a concrete wall or something that's shielded and the signal can't get through. So this is the main screen where we can see the details. There's a little binocular icon. You can click the binocular icon next to the SSID to show the network details, and it will try and give me some information such as the device. So this has a MAC address. It's a Buffalo Inc. device, which is correct based on this MAC address, and it gives me some information about what's being used. Gives me the security, WPA2 personal. If it's unsecured or there's no security set, it will show me that as well. I can click over to see devices on my network using the LAN icon on the left. There's also the channel utilization, so I can look and see how much each one of these channels is being used in terms of proximity to where I am. So you can see my device HAL 2400 is on channel 9, and it looks to be the only device there. So the main mode is in this monitor mode, where I can see what's happening on my network. And I can see it looks like in the security column, like every device is secured. It shows the modes that are supported. Most of them are BGN. Looks like there's a printer here, Direct 64 HP Envy 4520 series that only supports GNN protocol. So no B, no AX. So AX is a newer protocol, a newer standard that is a little bit faster. It supports higher rates. So you can see the rates that are supported. So I'm connected to HAL 2400, which is 2.4 gigahertz, and its max rate is 130. There's also another access points. You can see rates up to 573, 487. I can see the channels things are running on. So there's a number on channel 6. There's quite a few running on channel 1. So it seems to be more saturated on channel 1, and then another device on channel 11, channel 2, channel 6, etc. So it's good if you're looking for a free channel, some band that you want to transmit over that has less utilization. Now, if I was living in an apartment building running this, and each unit had its own Wi-Fi access point, you'd see a lot more activity than this. In SSID, I can see those as well. And I can go to File and export this summary. So if I want to save it as a PCAP file, standard packet capture file, I can do that as well. And that concludes this demonstration of identifying rogue access points using inSSIDer.